Welcome to this video lecture in the topic tutorial problem to solve main dimensions from third unit design of induction motors in the subject design of electrical apparatus. So this is the problem we are going to solve now. So here we have to estimate the stator core dimensions, number of stator slots and number of stator conductors per slots for a 100 kilowatt 3300 volt 50 hertz 12 pole star connected slip ring induction motor. Specific magnetic loading and electric loading are given. Eta, that is efficiency and power factor, are given. Choose main dimensions to give best power factor. So we have to calculate the main dimensions for giving best power factor. The slot loading should not exceed 500 ampere conductors. Here nothing is mentioned about number of parallel paths, so we can take number of parallel path A is equal to 1, so that number of conductors will be as it is, and the stator current Is will also be equal to Iz, the conductor current. So with this given data, first we will solve the main dimensions, and the capacity of the machine is given. So kVA Q we are going to calculate. So Q kVA output we are going to calculate. So kVA input in a motor, it is kVA input. So that is 100 kilowatt. So in terms of kilowatt only, we will be kilovolt ampere only, kVA only we will be calculating. So 100 I am keeping as it is, and then the eta is given, that is efficiency 0.99 and power factor is also 0.9. So that we will be getting Q value of 123.46 kVA. And kWs we can assume stator winding factor 0.955, and with that we can calculate the C naught. C naught is in induction motor, it is 11 V average AC kWs into 10 to the power minus 3. And kWs we are going to assume this value, and B average and AC are given, that is B average is 0.4 webbers per meter square and AC is 25,000 ampere conductors per meter. And substituting these values, we will be getting C naught as 105.6 kVA per meter cube RPS. kVA per meter cube RPS is the unit for this output coefficient. And then we need to calculate NS, because that also needed, that is 2F by P. All the parameters are given. It is 50 hertz 12 pole machine. So on substituting that NS, we will be getting 8.33 RPS. So then we can substitute in the output kVA equation, that is Q, that is known to us, it is 123.46, that is equal to C naught D square L NS. Okay, so on substituting all the values, we will be getting from this equation, we will be getting D square L, because this C naught is known to us, Q is known to us, C naught is known to us, NS is known, Q is known. So the only unknown parameter is this D square L. So from this we will be getting D square L value as 0.14 cubic meter. Then we have to separate out this D and L. So for that, in this problem it is mentioned that, so we have to choose the main dimensions to give the best power factor. So for best power factor, so we know the tau should be equal to, so that is the constraint we have already discussed, that is tau, that is pi d by p, that must be equal to square root of 0.18 L. So on substituting the values for pi and p, we will be getting for L in terms of D from this equation. So that will be substituted in the equation for, so from this equation we can get either D in terms of L or L in terms of D we can get. So here we can get for D square, because that can directly be substituted, because this equation can be written as pi square d square by P square is equal to 0.18 L. So that directly you can get for D square from this equation, and so that will be 2.6. That number of poles is 12, and so D square directly will be getting this 0.18 into P square divided by pi square. So that we will be finally getting the value of D square as 2.62 L. So this is going to be substituted in D square L equation. So D square L we are getting 0.19. So wherein we are going to substitute for D square, so that we will be getting L square. Because D square in terms of L, already there is an L, so we will be getting in terms of L square, and from that we can calculate L value as 0.23 meter. And again we are substituting in this equation at this place L, so that we will be getting D square, and taking square root will be giving D, and so D we are getting 0.78 meter. So this is how we have to find out the main dimensions of induction motor. So first part we have completed, that is main dimensions to give the best power factor. We have completed. Then we need to calculate the number of stator slots, the stator 4-dimension number of stator slots, and number of stator conductors per slot we have to calculate. So first we can calculate the total number of conductors and slot, because conductors per slot finally we have to calculate. So total number of conductors can be found out from EMF equation. So supply voltage is given in the problem itself. Supply voltage is 3300 volt line voltage, so that we can get the phase voltage that can be substituted in the EMF equation to find out the total number of turns. So that I will be writing here the total number of turns equation to find it out is ES divided by 4.44 m F into kWs. So in this, we will be substituting all the values to find it out. So in this unknown parameter, F is known, Kw is known, Es is known, and only parameter unknown is phi m. Phi m will be found out from this B average equation. B average is equal to P into phi m divided by pi dl. So from in this equation already we know this D and L. Number of poles is given, B average is given. So from this we will be getting the value of phi m as 0.0188 Webers. So this value we will be substituting it over here, and so that we will be getting the total number of turns in the stator as 478 is the number of turns, so that we can calculate number of slots. So to calculate the number of slots, the YSS, from YSS also we will be calculating, and from Q also we will be calculating. So for YSS equal to 15, and another value of YSS is equal to 25 mm. For these two values, we will be calculating the total number of slots. That is, you know the equation for YSS stator slot, which is pi d by SS. That is total number of slots. So this is total number of slots we are going to calculate. So for YSS D, we know the value of D. So for YSS of 15 and 25 mm, we will be calculating SS. So for this particular value, we will be getting SS. On substituting the value, we will be getting 163 stator slots, and here we will be getting the stator slots as 98, and then so for different values of Q we will be calculating again. That is, we will be assume Q is equal to Q, actually it is a slots per pole per phase, that is slots SS per pole per phase. So it is a 3-phase machine. Number of poles is given in this problem. From this equation also we can get the equation to calculate the stator slots as Q multiplied with number of poles and number of phases. So for different values of Q, we are going to calculate this total number of stator slots. So for Q 2, 3 and 4 like that, but the range of slot will be between these two values, the 98 to 163. So that is the range of slot between we can select. So for Q is equal to 2, we'll be calculating stator slots, and for q is equal to 3 we will be selecting, and for q is equal to 4 also we'll be calculating SS. So for these 3 and for q is equal to 5 also we'll be calculating total number of slots. So for this it is 72, and for this it is 108, and for this it is 144, and for this it is 180. From the above discussion, so it is 98 to 163. So in this so these values will not be preferred because it is 72 cannot be preferred, and this 180 can also be preferred. So only these two values can be preferred, that is within this range of 98 to 163. So only these two values will be considered, and for these two we will be calculating the slot loading. And the formula to calculate the slot loading is, slot loading formula is conductors per slot multiplied with current through the conductor, IZ, that is it is conductors per slot ZS is multiplied with total current through each conductor. And here the current we can calculate from the KVA expression. KVA we have already calculated. So from KVA we can calculate this stator current by KVA divided by, that is 123.45 is the KVA we have calculated in the 3 to convert it into amperes. Root 3 into line voltage given in this problem is 3300 volt. So on substituting this IZ we will be getting 21.6 ampere, and here this is also equal to I phase because it is a star connected machine. So I phase, and so this is actually this line voltage, and phase voltage is the same, and here nothing is mentioned about the number of parallel paths, so that will be considered as IZ also. So that IZ is known. Conductors per slot, for these two conductors, two values we will be calculating the conductors per slot, and already we have calculated the total number of turns 478. Total number of turns we have calculated 478. So the equation for total number of conductors Z is 6 into Ts. So from this we will be calculating the total number of conductors. So from this we will be getting this Z this value, that is conductors per slot. What we need is ZSS, that is Z by SS, conductors per slot. So it is 6 Ts divided by SS. So for different values of two values of SS we have finalized 108 and 144. So for SS is equal to 144, this ZSS will be, so you will be getting for 144 we will be getting 432 ampere conductors, and for SS is equal to 108 we will be getting ZSS, that is conductors per slot, as 561, 1.6 ampere conductors. So this is the value we are getting, and see in this problem so it should not exceed 500 ampere conductors. So this cannot be considered, this SS cannot be considered. So this cannot be considered because it exceeds 500 amperes, so it will not be chosen. So this is the final value of total number of slots. So total number of slots we have calculated is 144. So for this particular value of slot, again we will be calculating the total number of stator conductors. So total number of stator conductors Z is SS into ZSS. So ZSS and total number of slots, if we multiply these two, we will be getting the total number of conductors is 2880. So for this conductors, we will be finally calculating TS. So TS is equal to Z by 6. So that it will be 480. So this is how we are calculating the total number of slots, total number of conductors per slot, and we will be verifying with the slot loading. So if it is not exceeded the limit, that is going to be the final value of total number of slots and conductors per slot. Then again we are calculating the total number of conductors and total number of turns. Thank you.